Let's talk about Apple TV, Lewis.
Oh.
Because we might be in for a big change in Apple TV as well. And you know what? Apple TV, like so many products that are released by Apple, it doesn't do well because it's just too damn expensive. Pardon the language, if you will. It just came out.
Content.
Couldn't control it. Yeah, my apologies. It's they're just too expensive, and I think the most popular streaming stick in the US is the Roku, which is not a bad device. It's certainly no Apple TV. I mean, the Apple TV is, I think, the cream of the crop. It works so well. It's buttery smooth. It's fast. It's responsive, right? The controller, definitely, that silver controller is not as good as I had hoped it was going to be, unfortunately. But apparently, a more affordable Apple TV might be in the works. And this is according to Ming-Chi Kuo, I believe, who says that a new Apple TV streamer will launch in the second half of 2022. And there is a hint that the device will actually cost less as well. And he goes on to say that the components are going to give them a better cost structure, whatever that means. But it does seem like Apple is going after a lower cost. And let's see here. I'm trying to get through all the cruft of this article here, Lewis, and talk about. All right, okay. Apple. I'm just going to give you the quote just from Ming-Chi Kuo, the only Apple analyst that seems to ever know what the hell's going on. Apple, quote, Apple will launch a new version of Apple TV that improves cost structure in the second half of 2022. Yeah, that's the quote.
Sounds familiar.
So I just basically read you the quote of what I just paraphrased already. His comments on Friday about integrating hardware, content, and service also raised the possibility that Apple is going to bundle the Apple TV hardware with the service of some kind, which I think that they're probably going to do. And now that they have the service, it'd be smart of them to sell the hardware at a discount to make it easier to access Apple TV Plus and the other content in their service. And now you have a great streamer, and you're also tied into the Apple ecosystem. And check this out. This is hot off the press, Lewis. Hot off the press. I just saw this come in hot on my news feed on Twitter. This was a news story. That's right, Costco. So like the big warehouse that people love to buy, 10-gallon jugs of mayonnaise from. They are now selling discounted Apple News Plus, TV Plus, and Apple Arcade subscriptions. Isn't that interesting? So now you can buy discounted Apple services from Costco, which was never possible before. All you could ever get was like iTunes gift cards and then actual hardware. Well, now Costco is selling their services as well, which I think is really interesting.
How much?
It doesn't say how much the discount is. Let me see if I can pull up the story. This is from Macrumors, by the way, so shout out to Arnold Kim. Let's see here. Does it say the prices? Okay, yeah. It looks like Apple Arcade is available for $44.99, down from $49.99. So you save 10%. That's nothing to write home about. Apple TV Plus is also available for $44.99. And Apple News Plus Apple News Plus is available for $89.99 for a year of service. How much is Apple TV Plus? It's $9.99 a month, isn't it?
$4.99.
It's $4.99 a month?
Yeah.
So Apple News Plus, that doesn't make any sense. Apple News Plus is available for $89.99 for a whole year, or you can buy it month to month for $50.
$50? What?
I think Apple News Plus is $10 a month. I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, I mean, does anybody buy these things a la carte, though? I mean...
Well, I think probably...
I mean, somebody must, but...
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, see? I should have just kept reading. Apple does not offer a yearly subscription for Apple News Plus, but it does sell it for $9.99 a month for a total yearly price of $120. So, yeah, that's actually a substantial discount. You can buy it for $90 if you actually use Apple TV Plus. And I would be surprised if they don't eventually offer Apple One subscriptions, which it doesn't look like they currently do.
Are they going to, I mean, would they do that, though? I mean, discount it even more? I mean, because Apple One, if you buy everything, it's only $30 a month. Yeah. And that's everything. iCloud.
Yeah.
Access all this. So
I would be surprised if they didn't eventually do that and gave you a discount on it. You know, the other thing that recently came back is iTunes gift cards. I don't know if you know this, but I think discontinued iTunes gift cards for a while. And the only way you could get a gift card was buying the Apple gift card. And the difference is that the iTunes gift cards could only be used on iTunes or, on like your iCloud subscription or something. But like the Apple gift cards could be used on anything. It could be used on hardware and services. But the iTunes gift cards used to regularly go on sale. I mean, they would sell those things for like 25, sometimes 30% off. And so you could stock up on them, which is what I used to do every year, and then use them on your iCloud subscription, on your iTunes purchases, so on and so forth. And when they moved to the Apple gift cards, they basically eliminated all discounts because Apple's not giving you a discount on those. You can buy hardware with them, right? And so what they would do is they would sell the Apple gift card, and then they would offer you like a $10 gift card from the retailer that you purchased it from. So like a common deal was you buy a $100 Apple gift card, and then Best Buy would give you like a $10 Best Buy gift card, which is a crappy deal. Like that's not nearly as good of a deal as getting like a $100 iTunes gift card for $70, which you could definitely do over like the holiday season. And now all of a sudden, I've noticed the iTunes gift cards are back. So Apple's selling them again. So I don't know if like the Apple gift cards just weren't selling very well or what was going on, but if you have subscriptions to Apple TV Plus or the Apple One subscription or any of the Apple services, you should absolutely be buying gift cards. That's what I do, and you can get them for usually at least 15% off if you look around, and then you're getting an automatic 15% discount. It's built in.
Wow,
Is that a hot tip?
That's a pretty good tip. I like that.
I mean, I think that's a pretty good tip, and Costco is a place that often puts them on sale, but there's all sorts of sales that happen on iTunes gift cards pretty regularly. Like you can usually get them for at least 10% off if you just look on Google or something. So there you go. I'm hoping for a Apple TV stick. There's no reason they can't do it, Lewis. I know that in the past they've even investigated the idea of possibly doing an Apple TV stick. And there's no reason they can't do it. The only reason they don't is because they want to get you on the hardware.
Well, they also, I mean, you don't think that a stick would be able to do Apple Arcade properly, do you?
No, probably not. But
and it would not be able to work as a HomeKit hub, which is another. No, come on.
It might.
It wouldn't be powerful enough, right?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what. If you think about a stick, though, I mean, there's not enough room for enough hardware. I don't think for all those things that the Apple TV does.
I really don't know. It would probably be limited in some way, but would that be worth it if you just wanted a streaming stick, which is what most people want?
Right. Yeah.
That's the problem is Apple tries to sell you a solution, and the solution has all these features that people don't want.
It's too big.
And then they just don't buy it, and then it dies on the vine like the HomePod did, right? It was just like,
don't make me think about the HomePod again.
I know. I
so
almost
depressing.
talked about it again today.
So depressing.
Because Sonos is releasing a, or at least there was a leak that they're releasing a Sonos subwoofer that you can connect to their soundbar, and I just threw my hands up. I was like, this was what Apple needed to do. They just needed to release a HomePod subwoofer and make the HomePods more versatile, open it up so that they can be used with different streaming services. Quit being so closed. Apple wants to have it both ways, man. They want to sell you hardware and make the money on hardware, and they also want to sell you services, but they don't want to open up their hardware to other services. So you buy a HomePod and you're like, I really want to use this with Spotify. Oh, you can't. And that type of thing is so common. And so and then you just don't buy the hardware because it's not compatible with the services you actually use. They're trying to corral you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, back to your point about the TV stick. I mean, if they say, okay, here is a $25 or it wouldn't be 25. They would never be that cheap, right? But let's say they made it $50 and they threw in a year of Apple TV Plus, right? Because that's what they want. They want more viewers for their TV shows. And, they, as we often say, they just keep producing more shows, and a lot of them are pretty good. And, they're winning awards. They won the Oscar for Best Picture. They've had, we talked about this in the last couple of weeks, right? They keep releasing shows that are actually showing up in the top top 10 streaming lists. So they're actually contending with the big guns, and I'm the first to say I'm a little surprised because I didn't think that it just seemed like such a weird move for Apple to get into that so long ago. But people can watch this on a lot of smart TVs and stuff. But if they just produced a little like Roku stick like you're talking about and packaged it with Apple TV Plus, because right now I don't remember what you get if you buy an Apple TV streaming set-top box now. It's like down to a free month or something like that? I mean, when it first started, I think you got 3 months or 6 months.
And it's only for people who have never subscribed before. So their promotions now are basically over. If you've given Apple TV Plus a shot, then you're done. They won't give it to you even if you buy a new device. You got to pay for it.
Right.
And I'm still not. Although I've definitely almost subscribed to it multiple times. Because the $5, what you get for $5 a month, I think is actually a really good value from Apple because they give you all the best streaming quality, they give you the best sound quality. They don't hold anything back like what Netflix is doing now. And Netflix is wondering why they're losing subscribers. They're nickel and diming you on every chance they get, right? But that's neither here nor there. I'm going to the chat here. I just want to mention a couple things that we've talked about in past episodes. I see some interesting commentary coming up, and it looks like we got a comment from Matthew Clark. Lewis, do you remember when we talked about the Apple self-repair kit and we talked about the sand and we were baffled by the sand?
Oh yeah, we know what that is now.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Did someone tweet us about this?
I don't remember where I saw it, but I was like,
believe so. So
we saw it in the manual.
Yeah, but you know what the sand is for?
Yeah.
Did it say in the manual?
Yeah. It's for disposing of batteries, right?
Well, yeah. It's for just disposing of batteries that have caught fire. So the sand and the container is what you're supposed to use. Thank you, Matthew Clark, in the chat, for dousing out fire. So if you're working on the phone and the battery catches fire, you got to use the pure white unadulterated sand to douse out the fire.
Does it come with a fire extinguisher as well?
It probably.
I mean, it's 47-pound box, right? So I mean, it probably got room for that.
Isn't it 76 pounds total? I think.
Well, I think it's 2 boxes, right?
Yeah, it's 2 boxes. I think one that's like 46 and one that's like 35.
Yeah,
so there you go. Because we were truly baffled. Like when we were looking through that manual, we're like, "What the heck is the sand for?"
When I first saw that thing on I was like, "What is going on?" I really thought it was some kind of weird, like somebody in the Apple art department was pranking us. But it actually comes with Apple sand.
let's just throw some sand in there. They're all laughing, high-fiving each other. That's a great idea. And we got a comment from Christopher Gavin. He says he's talking about the Apple TV stick potential. He's saying if it's a stick, I can't imagine it'll have storage. It'll be streaming only. Yeah, that's probably true. It probably will be streaming only. But that's kind of my point. That's really what most people want. They just want something that's going to stream and be buttery smooth and let you access Apple content. And he was also saying you'd probably not get a remote with it. It will probably just be like the remote on your phone, which is probably also true. But I don't know. Like that might be kind of inconvenient.
What do those Apple stick or Roku sticks come with?
That's a great idea. They probably come with a remote. They probably just come with a cheap plastic remote.
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now. Roku streaming stick 4K.
Yeah.
$40, $50 comes with a little remote. Yeah.
We got Matthew Clark saying the sand is the only way to extinguish the flames. Normal ways don't really work.
Oh, wow.
So if you spray it with like a fire extinguisher, yeah, I guess it's a chemical fire. So you gotta remove all the oxygen. Otherwise, if you spray it with an extinguisher, you're gonna end up like one of those stunt guys in the movies, just going as you're flaming and running towards the window to jump out.
Stop, drop, and roll.
I don't know if that works because there are some chemical fires that you can't even put out with water. Like if you jump into the water, they just keep burning. Isn't that wild?
Yeah, you don't want one of those in your living room.
The whole repair from home situation really is so wacky to me. The fact that people would get these 2 huge boxes with all this complicated equipment and try to fix the phones themselves is really kind of mind-blowing to me. If you're doing it for professionally to fix other people's phones, that makes sense. But if you're like, I'm going to replace my own screen, and then you order those 2 giant boxes from Apple, I just think that's it just seems like a very strange idea. Don't put water on it. Don't put water on a magnesium fire. Now, there's a tip for you, Lewis. Thank you to Jeff
Keep
Drew.
that in mind.
If there's one thing you all take away from the show today, it's that don't put water on a magnesium fire. Because when someone's
Strangely
about
poetic.
when someone's about to put a fire or extinguish a fire, I slap their hand and I stop it before and I'm like, what is causing that fire? What is burning over there? Is it magnesium? Because you're about to make things much worse, my friend. Okay, we could talk about fires all day. We got people talking about deep fried turkeys in the chat now.
Oh man, now I'm getting hungry.
Dude, I love deep fried turkey.